What's up, George? Just coming back from a nice 2-car garage mossy roof job. Took 3 hours. Tons of pillow moss done professionally. I love it. Had to use the XJet M5 twist on it. Good stuff. Just out of curiosity, George, how much did you charge for that job? 3 hours long, 2-car garage. Just want to know. Nice. That is a good one. And see, that's what I like to hear. I like to see and hear when people are charging what they need to be charging for the jobs like that, right? 2 hours, or what was it, 3-hour job. And people are saying, they'd be like, oh, well, it only took you 3 hours. And I don't feel like, I should be paying $750. Well, guess what? Do it yourself. And they will soon realize the value that is provided by services like yours, George. So well done. Appreciate that. I'm doing well, Jack. How are you? Thank you for all your videos that you did. You're welcome, Kevin. Appreciate it. All right. So I'm going to stay on here for a minute. Answer any questions. So if you guys have got anything pressure washing related, business related, which is really more my forte, I'd much rather talk about that type of thing, how to increase your revenue, get more customers, increase your reach, get more eyes on your business. Those are the things that move the needle in a business. And I hate to say it, anybody can learn how to wash. Anybody can learn how to mix chemicals. Anybody can learn the proper procedures, the methods to get the job done. But it's the eyeballs on your business that generates the leads coming in, that makes the phone ring, that fills up your schedule. Those are the things that are really important to a business. And those are the things that I think should be the priority and the focus. And right before I jumped in, I don't know if it showed up or not. I know it's in the description. It's not in the comments. But for today only, I will be doing half off on how to wash and half off on the marketing framework, which is how to get customers. It is basically a collection of all of the great strategies that I have refined and honed and implemented in my own business over the past 2 decades that work, right? That move the needle, that make customers want to do business with you, make them pick up the phone, send you an email, and get on the schedule. There's no bullshit. There's no fluff. This is it's a great training program, great platform. It's how to wash, 6 hours long. It's Cody Yarborough from Southeast Soft Wash. He knows his shit. Aaron Parker from the Lean and Mean Academy. He also knows his stuff. Justin Rogers, an absolute genius when it comes to the marketing as far as social media goes, and also getting eyes on businesses. They are all involved in both of these training courses, and would love for you guys to check it out. And we're doing 50-50 or 50-50. I was just reading Mr. Skeptical's thing. We are offering 50% off, I don't know, for the next few hours. So if you want that, I put links in the description. Promo code is HALF, HALF. Do not sleep on it. Grab it now and enjoy. All right, let's see. Thank you. Just dropped in after watching a few of your shorts. Appreciating your vids. Good job, man. 𝗤𝘂ACC. So tell me what you think of the shorts, because there's like 2 different audiences. One, the long format, these live streams. This is where real value is provided. We talk about the businesses. I teach. I don't know if it's teaching or I just share what has worked for me, the things that have, made my business successful for so long. And I think it helps. The shorts, that's kind of my playground. That's where I go and I push buttons and I see, it's fun for me. And I really enjoy the short format videos. They are very easy to create. They're not easy to create. You have to understand the audience and what motivates them to interact. And I think I've done a pretty good job figuring that out. I love to push the buttons. Those are easier because they're short. They're 30 seconds or so. And the comment section just feeds me, right? They give me the best stuff to make videos about, because I think for the most part, the the IQ level of the shorts audience is significantly lower than that of regular long format videos. I could be wrong. I mean, I know that people watch both, and to those, I think that I'm going to classify you over here with the adults, and the rest, whatever. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on that. Not that anybody asked. Let's see. I sometimes mix my solution 50-50 for downstreaming. Where are you? I just lost you. Lots of comments since I was babbling. For downstreaming, but feel downstreaming straight from the SH jug is too strong. How do you feel about this? So we used to do a 50-50 blend in our tanks. We're not using jugs. I think our chemical tanks on all the trailers is 225 gallons. So the guys will go and they'll fill up at L&H Industrial here in Savannah. And we get probably 55 to 75 gallons. Every couple days, I would anticipate is what the spend is on that. We're very busy, so obviously, you're consuming a lot of SH. But we mix it. It's not a 50-50 blend. It's probably 70-30, and we downstream. That also allows us to, utilize our soft wash system and use our metering valves that we got from Southeast Soft Wash to apply soft wash mixes as strong as we need to. But yeah, I think, if you're, and I don't know what your solution is, what your SH ratio is that you're mixing straight from, but you really on downstreaming, it's 2%, man. Like 1.5, 2% is really the strongest that you're going to need for most applications. I need to get business insurance because I want to start commercial jobs. Any advice on what I could do before talking? Well, get your insurance. Go get some quotes. Get that in place, and advice on what I could do before I start talking to potential leads. Well, in order to get leads, you need to have marketing in place. You're not going to have leads unless they're getting funneled through, your advertising, your marketing, whatever the case is. So I would look at that first. Last week, pressure washed at a cemetery for $2,100. That's spooky and awesome. Dan Wright says he's loving QuoteIQ. Thanks for the great app. You are welcome. We should have an update coming pretty soon. Dan, I don't know if you are a premium or a platinum subscriber, but if you are, then you're entered to win the Southeast Soft Wash Skid and the Ford Ranger that we're giving away at the end of this month. So that's going to be exciting. QuoteIQ is the fastest growing CRM for the service industry. We have spent a tremendous amount of time, energy, and money developing this to give everybody, including myself. I mean, this whole venture, building this CRM, is really an exercise in, what's the right word? Self-serving. It was a self-serving deal because there was nothing out there that was suiting the needs that I had. I was using a bunch of different systems, a bunch of different apps and software to kind of make everything work coherently. And there was nothing out there. People kept saying, Mike, what CRM to use? What to use for this? What to use for that? And I didn't have a good answer because I was just piecing everything together and trying to make it work. Instead of doing that any longer, I decided, you know what? We're just going to build our own. And we did. And it's better than anything else out there. So I'm excited about that. But we are giving away the truck. We're giving away Southeast Soft Wash Skid. Cody so generously donated that to the cause. Wanted somebody to have that just to, get started. So if you are a premium if you're a premium or platinum subscriber, you're already entered to win. If not, go download QuoteIQ. We've got a couple different options. Let's see. Convinced my brother to start private jet and aircraft detailing LLC with me after stumbling upon your video. Thanks. Currently employed in the field, already waiting for 2 contracts to expire, and I don't know what else. But yes, that's awesome. Private jets, definitely the way to go. It's the only way to fly. My daughter just went to a Taylor Swift concert up in Nashville a couple weeks ago, and she rode up on a private jet. It was very nice. All right. Before expiring, taking them over. That is awesome. I contract for deep sea welding. I charge hourly of $200 plus tax. Is that a fair rate? Well, I am not in the deep sea welding field. I don't know what the going rate is for that. That sounds like you have a very niche service and something that not a large portion of people can do. So I think $200 sounds great. I would think I would push that envelope and get as much as you can, Jack. That's very cool. And if you've got any video of you welding underwater, I would love to see that. Andre Curtis, just starting out using Facebook ads. How much should I pay per day minimum to try and get calls? I'm also working on my ad to make it look better. Andre, that is a great question. And really that's dependent upon what you're willing to spend, right? The ROI on those things, it's kind of hit or miss. If you're running good ads, then your ROI is going to be good. Your ad spend is going to be well spent. I don't know what, if you're just starting out, I don't know what you should be spending a day. I mean, I'd throw, 10, 15, 20 bucks, see how it goes, refine your ads, kind of hone in. If you haven't checked it out, go over to pwcourse.com and you can get Justin's Facebook ad strategy. It is phenomenal. We also do a lot of talking and refining and critiquing folks' Facebook ads within the inner circle. So if that's something you're interested in, you can check that out. Everything is over at pwcourse.com, and you can kind of see what the options are. But education, right? Investing in yourself, investing in your business, investing in your future. Those are the things that can really propel you to the next level, and cut out that section of bullshit where you're trying to figure everything out yourself. You're researching, and there's a saying, and Aaron talks about it all the time, and it's called writing the check, right? When you write that check, you're more invested, right? You're heavily invested because you want to get out what you put in. And so I highly encourage you to invest in yourself. And it doesn't have to be here, but definitely, don't waste a lot of time just trying to figure it out, because those ad dollars that you're wasting on ads that aren't going to perform could be well spent, better spent elsewhere. So kind of what I think there. Andrew, where'd you go, buddy? Damn. There's George, Andre, Andrew. Thanks for all the videos and advice. Just downloaded your how to wash class. Look forward to learning. That's awesome, man. I think your shorts are great. Thank you, Teenage Farmer. I enjoy the shorts. I'm more of a stream guy, but I'm about to sleep and go into something. Then I'll scroll through shorts before doing what I need to do. Exactly. I like that. Do you pay your hands by the hour or percentage on each job, or do you provide benefits for your employees? And do you? I don't call them hands. I call them technicians, and they're not like helpers or anything like that, because I'm not out in the field washing. I never have been. I've got guys that have, they're employees. They are not subcontractors or 1099s. They are employees. They have a lot of benefits. They get bonuses. They get all kinds of, when you perform for me, you're compensated. When you don't perform, you're not compensated. But extra, they are an hourly rate. They get paid an hourly rate based on, what they do, right? My top guys are very well paid. But they're also doing a lot of other things for me as well, right? They're filming, they're having to deal with that. So it's not just, they're not just out there washing, they're doing some other stuff for me that definitely helps. There's a bunch of people in here, and there's only 8 thumbs up. Tell YouTube that you like what you're watching. Give me a couple thumbs up. That helps the algorithm, and I would appreciate it. Let's see. And yeah, there are benefits. Thanks for your time. As a small single man business, do I sound more professional to a big name business who has multiple locations? Thank you for joining. How, as a small signal, do I sound more professional? Okay, well, that's a great question. And when I first started my business, or I actually took over my business, I bought it. I think he had it for about 2 years or something like that. And they were doing sidewalks, dumpster pads, receiving areas for restaurants. They had a very hokey looking logo design. It was horrible. The name of the business I kept because it was established. It's All American, very Yellow Pages ish. AA, All American. That means you're higher up in the search when you're going through Yellow Pages. And I'm not talking Yelp. I'm talking a book that we used to have back in the olden days. And what I decided from almost day one was I was going to brand my business. I was going to brand a pressure washing business. This was 21 years ago. Nobody was branding a pressure washing business. I wanted to be larger than life. I wanted it to look like a franchise. I wanted to have high quality graphics. I wanted to have high quality uniforms and look the part, be the part. And, you project what you want other people to see. And so that's the answer to your question. I don't care if you're small. You don't have to look small. You don't have to sound small. You're answering like, are people going to voicemail? How are you answering your phone? Answer it like you would expect a corporation to answer your phone. We use Jill's office. They're phenomenal. They are very professional. It is seamless. My customers, potential customers, they feel that they are talking to an employee in an office in Savannah, and the person's going to walk into my office and talk to me about their phone call. That's not accurate, but that's what I'm putting out there, right? I want people to feel like that. And professionalism is the key. And you can do that in a number of ways, of which I just talked about a few. I think short video formats tend to market towards Gen Z, so people are less aware of how businesses and videos work. The younger generations especially like to shut their minds off and scroll. Yeah, and they also like to make stupid comments about pretty much everything because they are, and I'm not talking about specifically Generation Z, I'm talking about dumb people. Thanks for the videos. I'm going to soft wash my roof myself after watching your videos. I have a small patio roof with some moss on it here in Norway. Well, good. I love that. Congratulations and good luck with that. Don't fall off your roof. Just jumped on the marketing framework deal. Thank you for that. You got it, Dan. I'm glad you did. And if anybody's watching, I'm doing half off on the marketing frame. Or I'm sorry, the marketing framework, how to get customers. Right? It's a great training course, as well as how to wash. So if you have been on the fence, maybe it was a monetary thing, was holding you back from pulling the trigger and investing in yourself, investing in your business, go ahead, jump on it now. The links are in the description. Use promo code HALF. It's only going to be available for a couple more hours before it expires. Hey, Mike, what's the best marketing besides signs? Signs are good. I love email marketing. I love direct mail. I think that's really good for targeting specific demographics. And that's something that is of huge benefit to my business. I love email marketing. And, there's Facebook ads, Google ads. Make sure that your Google business profile is set up and populated and you're continually adding more information and creating value on that Google page, because that's going to help Google push you up the list so people can find you faster. Those are some of the things that I would suggest. If my market is flooded with washers, how do you recommend going about advertising to benefit the company better? Google ads, Facebook ads, etc. Christopher, what I just said, that's what I would say. And what I would not really pay a whole lot of attention to or give a whole lot of credence to is the saturation of a market, because I don't know where you live. If you would stick that here in the comments, I would like to know. It doesn't matter how many other companies are out there. The way that I look at things is there are a lot of companies in my market. There are a lot of companies that do absolutely zero to promote their businesses. Now, there are guys out there that care, that put in the effort, put in the work. They're smart. They do a good job. They're maximizing profits. They're spending money where they need to on ads. They're running Facebook ads. They're doing all the things that you need to do in order to be successful. Those are the guys that, if you know these people in your market, watch what they're doing and copy them, because they're doing something right. Mimic those that have succeeded, and don't worry about those that are just out there washing, because at the end of the day, my ideal customer, they're gonna be attracted to people that, again, convey that professionalism. The ones that are ranking high, that have got the and I apologize, my Shih Tzu is down there snoring. That is not me. But yeah, so the oversaturation card has been played for way too long, and it's been propagated by these old, dumb, fat bastards that think that they're in charge of our industry, and that's just not the case. Oversaturation is bullshit. It is. There can be, and I say that with 100% confidence that what I'm saying is correct. Oversaturation is bullshit, because it doesn't matter how saturated a market is, right? Those that rise to the top are going to rise to the top because they're putting in the work, they're putting in the effort, and it doesn't matter how many people that you're floating above. The good customers are going to come to you. Okay. Hey, James Bass, what's up? God, did I miss a bunch? Okay, no, I didn't. Mike, does QuoteIQ interface with WordPress websites? We are going to be having an interface very soon that will work with all websites. And this shit is going to be a game changer. And there are some other things out there that are somewhat similar, but I think what we're going to be putting out is going to make life a hell of a lot easier for a lot of people in a lot of ways, and I'm very excited. Like, this is one of the main things that I've been wanting to build, and we're like right at the cusp of releasing it, as well as another build, another app that's going to be kind of a sister app to what we're doing right now that I'm very, very excited about. Justin and I we spend, God, I don't even know how many hours a day dedicated to, this QuoteIQ thing. It's crazy. I'm very proud of it. Soft wash or power wash a tile roof? Soft wash. George nuked it with 16%. SH 50/50 is 8. Nothing survived. Remember to yeah, exactly. Safety first, right, George? I'm just starting out, got some signs. What's the next step? You got some signs. The next step, brother, is put them out. High traffic areas. Utilize Walmart, utilize grocery stores, utilize the bigger gas stations, because they've spent a lot of money figuring out where they need to put their stores to get the most traffic, to get the most eyeballs on them, to get the most customers to walk through those doors. So focus on those areas, drop your signs there, and then go back to the beginning of this video and watch all the things that I've said about marketing. Okay. What's up, T-Pain? Do you feel 25-degree tips are too much for a 4-gallon per minute 18-inch? I use 40. I'm afraid. Yeah, 25 is solid. I would stick with that if it's working for you. Like, we don't need to overthink everything, right? I think a lot of times people, and I'm not suggesting that's what you're doing, Mr. Skeptical, but a lot of times people will just overthink stuff, trying to rebuild something that doesn't need to be rebuilt, right? There are some things that can be improved upon, but there's a lot of things that don't. So, like, love the goatee, dude. Thank you. I appreciate that. What company do you use for marketing, pressure, and window cleaning services in Eastern Tennessee? What company do you use for marketing, pressure? I don't know what that means, Roy. I'm looking into eventually investing in pressure washing, and I'm not physically inclined. But due to my area, I'm starting to look into starting a side gig. That was part 1 of 2. I don't have the money to order your course, but the price is worth it. Never undervalue yourself or undersell yourself. Glad to drop in. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that. And best of luck to you. If I would like to say that I'm physically inclined to perform pretty much any task, but I choose not to. And that should be kind of motivation for you to understand that you don't actually have to be out there physically doing the work if you manage a business properly and you're able to do it from financial point of view. Mike, you've told me before I should have already been marketing by now, but I have yet to file my LLC and don't want to bring traction to a business not currently paying taxes. Is that a valid concern? No. Start marketing your business. You're not going to pay taxes if you're not making any money, and you can't make any money if you're not marketing and doing the work. So stop making excuses, A, and B, get out there and start your GMB. Get out there and start advertising on Facebook. You don't have to take jobs, but at least get known, right? They're like, yeah, don't make excuses, right? I see guys, well, I'm going to file for my LLC soon, and then I'm going to start doing this or doing that, or I've got my equipment, but I'm not ready to do this. Look, if you're going to do it, just do it, right? Just do it. My Smart Stream is on the way. Can't wait to get it from the crew at Southeast Soft Wash. The Smart Stream is awesome. I've got that. And the guys love it. Franklin, Tennessee. Yeah, I think you're fine. Franklin's like right above Nashville, right, Chris? Defer. Dog is snoring. BS. You just farted. Hey, that's not true. Look, Millie, come here. Look, I woke her up. And don't make fun of her eyes. She's very pretty. This is Millie. She's a Shih Tzu. She's the best. Okay. Hey, Mike McGregor. I love that you love the app. Would you say door hangers are effective? We've never done door hangers, but it's the same principle as direct mail or hand delivering postcards or flyers or anything like that. I think it's. I don't know if it's definitely not as efficient, right? If you're in a car, you can hit a lot more than walking. And I don't think the upside of walking and potentially running into somebody and talking with them outweighs the time spent going up and down. Now, if you're hitting door hangers on mailboxes, then yeah, that's a lot better. I've got a 12-year-old and I've got, everybody else drives. I've got older kids, all three of them are driving. But when they were younger, I would send them out on the golf cart with a stack of postcards and say, just drive around and hit every house in the neighborhood. So yeah, I think that type of marketing works. Tommy, I am good. I do yard care service. Do you have any tips on how to get your employees to quit lollygagging around? Tommy, if I had that answer, if I had the solution to lollygagging of employees that you pay by the hour, man, I could patent that. I could box it up. I could make more than $1 million. I could make lots of millions. But no, I think management, motivation, appreciation, and those are some things that I struggle with because in my mind, as I sit here, I think, okay, we've got tasks to do every single day. And I expect the people that I'm paying to do those tasks like they should. Now, that doesn't always happen. And then I get frustrated and I get mad and I fire people. And that's not a good thing for them. And it's not a good thing for me because then I have to replace, we have to train, we have to indoctrinate them back into our culture. And those are things that are not fun to do. But no, I think being a good boss and I think paying very fairly, if not a little more than fair. And you can do that if you charge a little more, if you understand your value. And yeah, I understand lawn care. There is a ceiling. I was in that business for like 12 years, 13 years. And there's a reason I got out. One of which was lollygagging customers or lollygagging employees, motivating lollygagging employees, getting lollygagging employees to show up when those people didn't show up and I fired them, hiring more. Very, very troublesome and lots of headaches, and it just wasn't worth it for me. Let's see. Or you should fire him. Yeah. Mike, for payments on QuoteIQ with Stripe. That's what I'm currently using. Mike, for payments on Quote, will Stripe work? Yes, that's what we use. We use Stripe. Noted. I'll look around in my area to see what I can do around here. Very cute dog. Thank you. Millie is very cute. Milo is also very cute. Milo, come here. Milo, come here. Do you have any advice for me because I just started out and need some? Come here, buddy. Do you have any advice for me because I just started out and need some help marketing in my business? I do, but I'm going to introduce Milo. This is Milo. I think he's cuter than Millie. Let's see. Yeah, marketing. This entire stream, like if you go back to the beginning and watch it again, lots of great marketing information, lots of good questions. And I think I answered with some decent information. So I would go check those out. Just watch this again. I do door hangers on mailboxes. USPS called me and told me not to do that anymore. It's illegal to put anything on mailboxes, apparently. Direct mail is the only way for that. Now, I have my opinions on this as well. I have never, ever heard of anybody getting fined, going to jail, getting in trouble for putting anything on or in a mailbox. Believe me, over the past 21 years, allegedly, some of my employees have put stuff on mailboxes and in mailboxes. And allegedly, I may or may not have gotten phone calls from somebody calling themselves the postmaster general or whoever's in charge of the local post office, letting us know that there are fines and that you are not allowed to do that. My response typically is there something I can help you with? Do you need to get a quote on something to be washed? And they say no, and I hang up on them because fuck them. But that's just allegedly. I'm not admitting that's no admission of guilt that we have put anything on any mailboxes ever or in mailboxes. But honestly, that's not something that I would really be concerned about. All day long, all day long. I'm only charging $100 for 2-car concrete driveway. Is that too much or too little? That's too little. Pandy, how old are you? Tell me that. And where do you live? That's going to answer a couple questions that I've got. Do you apply soap to the entire house before rinsing? Soap and sodium hypochlorite, a solution. We don't really use soap a lot, but we do our house wash mix, and it just depends on the size of the house, how hot it is outside, what time of day it is. Like on a day today, it's a little overcast. I'm sure that the guys are soaping everything and then rinsing. But on a super hot day, you don't want that to dry on windows. So we work in sections, right? That would be my recommendation. That's what you will learn in How to Wash, which is half off for the next couple days, or not the next couple days, next couple hours. The marketing framework and How to Wash are both half off. So if you are interested in those, there's a comment, not a comment, but a link in the description of the video. Use promo code HALF, and you can get either one of those courses for half off. So please, by all means, go check that out. But we're going to, in How to Wash, we teach you all of that. I also give them free lunches from any restaurant. Yeah, I don't. No, like no one's giving me a free lunch. I'm not providing a free lunch, but a lot of landscape companies do that. Bring your own lunch. That's weird as fuck. My girl's dog's name is Millie. That is weird. Let's see. What's your favorite part of pressure washing? Getting paid and making a shit ton of money, and that's what I love. It's a great business. What ball valve would you recommend? 4,200 psi. I have no clue. Like I just go down to the local place or call Cody and say I need ball valves, and they send me those. And I said it before. If you set yourself up with the right people that trust, people that run reputable businesses, then they are going to have the relationships with the vendors that have the good quality stuff, and they're not going to sell, bullshit that could break. Or like ball valves. I mean, that's a scary thing. There's a tremendous amount of pressure in a ball valve, and if you've got some cheap Chinese, whatever, and it explodes, like that could be a bad thing. So buy quality, don't skimp. Hook up with a local distributor or somebody that you trust online, and buy from them. Justin Rogers is a good Facebook ads person. Go to pwcourse.com and get Justin's Facebook ad strategies, and it's gonna walk you through the entire process. He's updated it like within the past 6 months, so it is very current. If you even want to get even more in depth, join the Inner Circle, and we go over Facebook ads. I mean, we have calls where we take people's ads, we dissect them within the group. You've got a tremendous amount of people with knowledge that are there, that are willing to help, that are there to help for accountability and everything else. But it's a great place to really dive in and help your business. But all of that can be found on pwcourse.com. I got an $80 tip today on a house wash and driveway. And then there's an emoji of a taco. I don't know how that correlates, Renee, but hey, that's awesome. I also love hot dogs. It looked like a hot dog for a second. That's why I said it. Tacos are great. I'm 14 and 11. Okay. The Pandy, you answered my question. And I will say this again. I've said it a million times. Do not let age dictate your pricing. Do not let experience dictate your pricing. If you are doing a good job, if you know what you're doing, and the customer is happy with the product that you've delivered, why would you possibly get paid less than somebody else that knows what they're doing? A, you're shortchanging yourself. B, you're helping to degrade the market, right? That other people, professionals, grown-ups have worked hard to elevate. So it's not $100 for a 2-car driveway. If I saw you, Pandy, and you offered to drive, or you were washing a driveway for $100, I would punch you in your 15-year-old face. I'm kidding. I wouldn't punch you in your 15-year-old face, but I would say, dude, you're leaving a ton of money on the table. You could do double. You could charge double that, and still probably be undervalued because I know that you don't have the best equipment. I know you're not using the right chemicals. I know you're probably hauling that machine around your neighborhood, which, that sucks. So get paid. What's up, Todd? How are you, sir? I pulled a mic the other day. I got a text from a concerned neighbor that I was not allowed to put out signs in their neighborhood. I asked them, yes, you want to get on the schedule, right? Relationships equal money. Yes. What was your first big job and how much did it pay? Also, what went through your mind? Good question, Johnny. I don't remember what my first big job was. I mean, I'm an old human and I've been doing this. I've been running this business for like 21 years. So there's a lot of big jobs. I mean, we've had jobs over $200,000, over $250,000. The biggest job that we had before like the last year or so was like, I want to say it was like $150,000, $170,000. And it was all of housing at Fort Stewart here in well, it's down in south of here, but yeah, huge job. And what went through my mind? I was like, woo! That's what went through my mind. Let's see. What time is it? What should I do if I'm a teen? I did a $250 job, everything we agreed upon, no LLC because of age restrictions, but customer refuses to pay. That sucks. Are you a big teen? Because like I would go threaten people. Like, no, I'm kidding. Don't threaten anybody. I would just say, hey, look, I am a teenager, but my dad is an attorney. If they know who your dad is, or say my uncle, and that we're going to be filing a lien on your property. If you have any text messages or any kind of email or any kind of communication, screenshot it and send it back to him and say, this is as good as a contract, and this is enough for me to put a lien on your house. So you will never be able to sell it. You will never be able to refinance it. And I would also say that it's going to be published in the paper and on the newspaper's website, and everybody's going to know that you didn't pay your bill to a teenager, right? I would also maybe suggest telling them that you have their name, you've got their address, and you're going to be posting this on all of your social media so everybody in your area knows what dirtbags they are. A little motivation like that, sometimes it helps. And if not, send me their phone number. I'll get you your money. Let's see. Proud of you, young man. Keep hustling and making that money. Yes, James, I sometimes forget to be positive. And then you're right. Way to go. Love it. Awesome. For real. Like, I love the motivation. I did a local Mexican restaurant and they paid $400 for 4 hours. It's not terrible, but like, that's the comment that needs the taco at the end of it. Like, come on, people, let's pay attention. Don't blow your money. Invest your money in your business for new and better equipment and for the marketing. Amen. Mike, hey, Mike, when you're doing a job and it turns out to be more work than expected, would you ask for more money? Nope. I do all of my quoting remotely using QuoteIQ. And so, I price everything based on worst case scenario. So that leaves me enough padding to where if something is way worse than I thought, then I'm covered. What else? Well, someone was mentioning, hold on, let me grab my phone. Someone was mentioning, why is it dead? That's annoying. Oh, it's not. Someone was mentioning interaction with a customer. It was funny. I got a message today from our answering service, and it was a guy who wanted his front porch, his side metal roof, the walkway, his gutters cleaned. And so I pulled it up to look at it, and I very confident in my assessment of the property and blah blah blah. And so I just texted him and said, "Hey, here's your quote." And when I texted it, when the number went in, it showed that I had also sent him a text almost identical on July 22nd, 2021 at 11:19 a.m. And it said read at 11:20 a.m. Okay. So, but no response. Douchebag. Then today, 2 years later, today at 2:50 p.m. Hey, it's Mike, blah, blah. We can clean your gutters, awning, porch roof, patio, deck, and metal roof for $950. I said, and then I saw that it was red. with no response, which pisses me off. So I said, when would you like to get on the schedule? Send, read, 3:21 or 3:11 p.m. I knew that this guy, and when he left a message, hold on, I got to read the message because that was kind of funny. And I hate people like this because like they think that they dictate how I run my business, and there is nobody that dictates shit for me. Okay, let's see. That's good. New client with Holiday Inn Express said they've got a 2-story building. We'll call them back in a minute. Let's see here. Okay. His address. Nick is requesting an itemized estimate for his gutters, awning, porch roof, patio, deck, and metal roof. He is requesting that you come out and look at it to get him an estimate. I told him that he can get an estimate online, but he wanted somebody to come out and see his property in person for an on-site estimate. I let him know that I would get his information over to you, blah, blah, blah. Okay. A, I don't do in-person quotes. B, if I did, the price would go up exponentially because my time is incredibly valuable and I'm not going to look at some dude's fucking metal roof because he thinks he's special. He is not special. His house is not special. There's nothing special about him. And because of that, I will provide him with a quote, not an itemized quote, because I don't do itemized quotes, because then a dude like that is going to be like, because I'm going to give like a package deal, right? If you want a bunch of stuff, I'm going to give you a package deal. But if he wants an itemized deal, then he's going to be like, well, I want this and I want this, because he's going to try to nitpick and like cherry pick. I hate that. And I don't have time to really honestly mess around with a bunch of bullshit like that. And I know some people that are brand new are like, oh shit, I'd be over there in a heartbeat because I need the work. Well, I don't need the work. We've got a tremendous amount of lead flow. We've got shit tons of repeat business. So I don't have to deal with D-bags like this. So I send that. He read it. He didn't respond. And then my phone rings and it's him. So, and I actually recorded it because I was hoping it was going to be better than it was. And he's like, I think that there is some sort of miscommunication here because I called and clearly left a message that I wanted an on-site estimate. And I said, well, Nick, we don't do on-site estimates. I said, I looked at the property. I'm very confident in the price that I gave you. Oh, you looked it up on Google? I was like, I did not look it up on Google. I looked it up on something far superior. And he was like, well, I was wondering why that you said I wanted my porch cleaned. I just wanted the steps of the porch cleaned. I said, well, that's the porch. Like you're not getting your house washed. Anyway, I ended up telling him that it was not a good fit and that he would best be served if he called somebody else, because I am certainly not coming to talk to him in person because I couldn't even stand to talk to him on the phone. Do not let customers dictate your business. You establish how you're going to run your business. You establish how you're going to price your business. You establish how you're going to conduct every aspect of your business, and do not deviate from that. When you start deviating from that, that's when things start to go sideways, right? I don't deviate. There are some areas, there are some things where you can, like give and take a little bit, right? There are some negotiations that take place in business, and I am 100% on board with that and understand that, regardless of how long you've been in business or how well established you are or how good your lead flow is. But again, stick to your guns, run your business, and don't let people tell you what to do. And that's my 2 cents on that. So what else? Let's just see if there's any other things. Let's see. Where are you based out of? I'm in Georgia. Bro, pull the trigger. Nice. I have Prime. Amazon sells ball valves in bulk. By the way, let's see. I have to move for family reasons 6 hours from here. I'd like to avoid the employee trap. I've owned a business before. Any advice on how to find areas to target for marketing? Yeah, I always try to focus on the areas where the people with the most money live, right? Those are the people that are going to be the easiest to sell to because they're the folks that have got the money, they've got the disposable income. They most likely don't want to do shit themselves. And because of that, they're more apt and willing to pay somebody else to do it. And they're not afraid to pay a price that to some people might seem too high, right? I don't know. I mean, it's a funny thing. But yeah, you can target based on demographics. You can target based on medium income, things like that. And that's what I would do. I would definitely. How do I find what? I don't know what that. Oh, how do I find that? I don't know. I mean, you drive around and look for the big houses. Talk to a realtor and say, "Hey, I'm moving into the area. What are some of the best neighborhoods to live in?" And then target those areas. Do you recommend any books that help with self development? Um, no. There's a book. What is it called? Tribe of Mentors by Timothy Ferris. It's actually pretty good. It's about this thick, and it's just tons of entrepreneurs and successful people that are giving advice. So, Book of Mentors or Tribe of Mentors is a good book. What else do I have over there? I think anything by Seth Godin is great. Some of it can be kind of entry level, but one of my favorite books, it's like this big, a little teeny book. It's called The Purple Cow. It's a marketing book, but it's really good. Let's see who's texting me. I like that, Justin. What else? Follow the Dollars. Yep, Rich Dad Poor Dad for self development. Good. Yeah, Rich Dad Poor Dad is a good book. It's pretty dated. Grow Rich is great. Think and Grow Rich. Oh, apparently Think and Grow Rich is something that's a good book. Might have to check it out. All right. That's it. There's 49 people in here, only 24 thumbs up. Tell the folks over there at the old YouTube that you like what I'm doing. And you're gaining some value. Also, if you're still on and you want to get How to Wash, it's half off, we'll say, until 5 p.m. Eastern. And then I'm going to cancel that coupon code, which is half. There are links in the description. If you want to get the marketing framework, that is on, I'll do half price on that too. So, those are two phenomenal courses that are going to answer a lot of the questions that are asked in these videos all the time. And kind of cool. So I think that's a pretty good deal. Go check out QuoteIQ. Download QuoteIQ. It's great for your business. Great tool for your business. And you could win a truck. You could win a soft wash kit from Southeast Soft Wash if you're a premium or a platinum subscriber. And that's about it. So I'm out. You guys have a good day. Oh, and I'm going to put out a really good video today. So check that out. Turn on your notifications. All right, guys. See you later.